Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be looking at an incredibly good method to AFK in your downtime. This is going to be a 15-minute AFK method if you sort of go for a full inventory. We're going to be looking at smithing. Now, a certain type of smithing we're going to be looking at is picking out items which are up in price because of invention. So we're going to focus on rune weaponry for this video, but if this video gets 25, 30 likes, I'll go and look at the other tiers as well, because I'm pretty sure if it works for rune, it will work for the other tiers, possibly rune downwards as opposed to rune upwards, because it just seems to be a bit more easy with the weapons, whereas when you go orichalcum upwards, you're a bit more limited on what you can actually make in terms of smithing. But if you want me to do it, I will definitely do it. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're brand new to the channel, please make sure to hit that subscription button. We do money making videos like this, guides, and also series on the channel as well. Go and check it out, drop that subscription. I promise you guys, you really won't regret it. So let's go and get started. Now, before we go and get started and sort of looking at items we want to go and smith, the first thing we need to do is going to look at how much a rune bar is going to cost us, because that's basically what we're going to be using. So standard rune bar at the minute is priced at 5.1k for a medium price, but if we just go and instant buy it, we can buy it for 5.1k. Yeah, so it's pretty much at its mid price, which is nice to see. If we look to slow buy it, there's a decent price there, 4.9k, but we've possibly lost a little bit to tax. So you can definitely buy it for cheaper if you're looking for that. Now, in terms of this method, majority of these things you can go and create are non-members. So this could be a great way if you're ever looking to make a non-members account where you can make a significant amount of profit. This is more a profitable money-making method. So compared to the amount of money you're paying for your resources, compared to the weapons you're going to sell, that's the kind of profit we're going to make. Profit per hour might not be the best because it is quite a slow method, because making the weapons, depending on your smithing level, can be a little bit slow and tedious. So the higher your smithing level, the better, but it's level 50 to go and do the rune things. So the smithing interface nowadays is a lot more streamlined and a lot better as well, but also really good to go and test things for money-making purposes. So we know that a rune bar is going to be about 5.1k. So for the majority of weapons, they're going to cost 2 bars from what I can see, apart from a 2H, which is going to be 4, and things like a spear is going to be 1. But a spear is definitely a members one because you need to go and do it on a barbarian anvil next to Otto. So we're not going to do spears, although spears can be good. Things we're going to focus on are things like maces, long swords, and all that kind of stuff as well. So I'm going to focus on a couple because I have tested these before we've done the video. So we're going to make a rune warhammer, which I don't know how well that's going to be. We're also going to do a rune longsword, and then we're also going to do a rune dagger and a rune mace. If there's a battle axe somewhere, we'll do the battle axe as well, just see how good that is. But basically, the dagger and the mace I've tried on the Grand Exchange already, and they have sold for a very, very good price. So, like I mentioned before, in terms of this method, you simply just click and then you basically smith away. Once you've completed one smithing project, you immediately move on to the next one. So it's just fully AFK, and it's one of those skills you could just click once every 15 minutes, so 4 clicks per hour to go and do this method. All you need to do is just make sure you don't log out because you've basically just been idle that long. It's a really good way if you're looking just to build up a free-to-play account and just do some stuff on the side to basically throw a couple of mil every month to your main account. It's a really, really good method. Now, the reason why I was looking for this is because I'm going to be starting my free-to-play to bond journey, and I'm just trying to find a couple of money makers around which give me a couple of options to go into. So we've done the mace, but I'll do another one just to prove to you guys that it's worthwhile. Also as well, if you're making multiple things, you can just go and open a smithing interface and go and create the other things just so you can basically have them sort of going. And then once you've completed one, you then move on to the other. So one thing which is important is because I'm 99 smithing, I have the ability for the heat to already be in the bar automatically. If you don't, then it can just be a little bit tedious to do it instead. So I'm also going to go for a rune longsword, again using 2 bars for that one, and then we'll do a rune battle axe, and that should be everything. But the same basis applies for adamant. Mithril, I probably won't go below that because again, the steel downwards, the risk of getting like materials for invention do drop dramatically, and also the out price as well does go away once you get to a bad steel as well. So this is pretty much the method, is you put all of your bars into your bank and then you can click on the anvil and then make a full inventory and then just sit away in AFK. But it's a really good thing to utilize if you're someone who plays on members and you want to train your smithing. It's a really good way to train your smithing. Yes, it will be slow, but if you're going to make the amount of profit you can make from these items, once you see the markup between like what we've paid for the bars and what we've sold the weapon for, you'll realize it's an incredibly good method. So like I mentioned before, I was looking for money-making methods free to play for the new series we're going to do. And this was just something I was playing around with, and I found out it was incredibly good. We did do a video a couple of months ago about adamant, And I thought, you know what, let's go and check out Rune and just see how good Rune is as well. But this is why money making in RuneScape 3 is so good. It's so diverse, there's so many different methods, and you can make money not even paying attention to your computer. So if you're doing something like work, homework, you want to play on PlayStation, anything else you guys want to do, you can still do progress on here as well. Yes, it's limited and yes, it's a bit slower, but you're not paying any attention to it at all, which is a benefit to it as well. But I'm going to go and smith these other 3 ones now. And like I've mentioned before, in the comment section, if you want me to go and do more of these videos where we delve into the other tiers of smithing, let me know, because I'm more than happy to do it, because I do think that there's definitely profit in adamant. There's probably profit in mithril, maybe a little bit more niche, but you'll probably find profit in mithril. And what I try and do with these kind of videos is show you guys my thought process and which ones I'd pick, just so I can explain like fully like which ones will make you the most money, why you do it, and just in case you guys ever are in this situation, you'll have that kind of thought process to follow through as well, and you can find your own money makers. That's the best way to make profit in this game, is to just play the game normally, and whether you're buying stuff for quests, whether you're just checking stuff on the Grand Exchange, you'll find your own money makers. The only reason I've decided to come and do this is because on 7-Day Bond, I wanted some items to assemble. And what I was looking at was getting things like bladed components and just normal stuff to go and make gizmos. And Rune was going to be the best one for it, but I couldn't instant buy some of the Rune stuff and it was at mid-price. So that sort of like leads you into having a look and things like that. But we're going to go and make our final 2 ones. We'll come back when it's time to go to the Grand Exchange and sell them, and then we can run through what is there and show you guys just how good profit it is, because it really is. For how easy and how chill of a method it is huge profits. Right, okay, so that is all of these weapons done. Now, the reason why we've done all 5 is because I know that 2 work. I know the mace and the dagger are going to work, but I thought while we're at it, we'll go and check out the other 3 just see if it's decent. I did try the scimitar and it was way off what we needed compared to the others. So we'll just go through it and see what the prices are, and then we can sort of discuss what I'd pick going forward. And in terms of these items as well, we're going to look at the instant itself. There's a very high chance you could probably make more from it, but we'll find out when we sell things if they go or not. So as you can see here, the mace is just instant sold for nearly 23,000 coins. The 2 bars we sort of invested in it cost us 11k. So the rune mace has gone for a price of 32,000 coins. 20k per rune mace is profit, and you just saw that instant sold. The rune dagger as well, also very good. Nearly 25.5k for that one. The Warhammer didn't sell, which I wasn't sure it would, because again, it's very niche. You're looking for items which are in demand. Now, there may come a time when those items demand run out. The most important thing is just to leave it on the Grand Exchange. You got to think that with these items, especially let's look at the mace, for example. The mace, we're basically turning 11k into 32. You only need to sell something like 300 maces if you buy 2,000 bars to be in profit. So wait for them to sell. Take your time with selling them and you'll make more profit from it. So I'm just going to go and check the instant buy price of the mace, dagger and longsword, because I think that's important as well, because you might actually be able to sell it for even more than that. That's an instant sell price. So generally that's the cheapest price on the Grand Exchange. So you can't actually at the minute instant buy a rune mace for 56k. Now, we've been over this before, that when you can't instant buy something, it doesn't mean it's going to sell for 293k. I'm going to go and make another one and throw it on just in case, and I can put it on a community tab, but it means there's not a lot of volume, and not a lot of volume means not a lot of competition. So you can pretty much set your price for that rune mace, and as long as you're not over the top, I'd probably put it in at something like 38,000 coins and then see if it sells, and if it does, I'd raise the price a bit. But as you see by the other prices, the Battle Axe and the Warhammer didn't sell for as much, but they still made 8,000 coins each. The Rune Dagger made 14, the Rune Longsword made about 14 as well, from just smithing one weapon. And then when you go to the anvil, just remember that if you select 28, you do a full inventory and you keep smithing basically until you log out. So I just wanted to highlight just how good this is. The fact it's free to play means that it's so much more available to more players. So if you guys could like this video just for more people to see it, because I do think when it comes to free to play, occasionally money making methods can be a little bit tight. Once you go to the anvil, all you need to do down here is click that you want 28 and it will make 28 of the items you want to smith. And once you've smithed one, you move straight onto the other, and it's simply just 15 minutes AFK. If you're making sure you're clicking on your screen every 15 minutes or just move the camera, you'll pretty much go until you've finished your full inventory. That is just how good it is. Smithing is by far one of the most underrated AFK skills. Archaeology will forever be my favorite, just because of the kind of profit it can bring you and consistency of profit it can bring you as well. But if you find something smithing wise which is really good profit, it can rival that, because Especially with these maces now, we've seen that no one's really got offers for maces on and available. If we go and make a couple hundred, just throw them on the Grand Exchange for a price which is above what we've sold it for, leave them to sell. You're much better off selling 300 maces, which you do every couple of days, for a higher price than go and make 1,000 maces and sell them for 10k less because you're just putting them all on the Grand Exchange at the same time. Do it gradually and then just keep your prices up, and then while you're waiting for those maces to sell, you can go and do another skill. But that is basically how I would approach free-to-play smithing and also these kind of rune items as well. Because of invention, this is why the demand is on them. People will be wanting to disassemble rune maces for the components they offer. And yeah, I'll throw these all up on the Grand Exchange though for a decent-ish price. And once they've sold, I'll put them on the community tab just for you guys to check out. However, that is going to wrap the video up. Really hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to do this with the different tiers of metals, just to explore more options and show you guys what we can do with it as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.